let's look at an example of a specific unit cost. So this one's in your textbook, S6-1, and it's on page 347. Okay, so the question says that Garda's equipment has the following items in its inventory on August 1st. And it lists 4 items. It gives us the serial number and the cost of each item. And then it follows up saying the company uses the specific unit cost method for costing inventory. During August, it sold units 6X6A1 and 6B6B8 for $15,000 each, and purchased unit 6A7M6 for $11,200. The question asks, what is the value of inventory at August 31st? So specific unit method, we are going to track the cost specific to each unit. If one sold, we use that exact cost for that exact unit and move it out. And whatever's left in inventory at the end of the period, we have the specific cost for each of those items. So we can go through and figure out for our ending inventory, which items do we still have left? Okay, so we see the listing there of the 4 items. Then it tells us that we sold 2 items and we purchased another one. So we have to figure out what units are left. So 6X6A1 is the first item in our list, but that is one of the specific items that was sold. So we do not have that. But as you can see at the bottom here, I've added that what was the cost of goods sold. So we know now that that first unit, 6X6A1, it was sold and it had a cost of $9,100. So we can put that under our sold portion. The next unit was 6Y6M5, and that is not one of the ones that we said we sold. So that one is left in ending inventory. So we'll put it up here as part of our ending inventory, and we keep the specific cost of $9,300 for that unit. The next one in the list was 6B6D8, but again, looking down in the information, that one was sold as well. So we would put that one under our sold portion, 6B6B8, and we're going to be using the specific cost for it, which was $8,700. Okay, next we had 6R7R5. It was not noted as sold. Only these 2 items were said to be sold. So yes, we still have this item. And the specific cost for it was $10,950. Okay, so those are the only 4 items in our list. Is that all that we have? No, right. It told us in the question that we also purchased another unit. And it didn't say anything about us selling that, so we clearly still also have unit with the serial number 6A7M6. And we purchased that for $11,200. So now that we know what's left in ending inventory, we can go through and figure out what the value is. So we're just going to add these 3 items up. Give you a second to try that out. You should get to $31,450 as our ending inventory value. And since we know the ending inventory and we know the 2 items sold, we can do this cost of goods sold as well. So if we add the $9,100 plus $8,700, we get to $17,800. That would be in our cost of goods sold account for this company for that month. Now it did tell us in the question during August it sold tells us the 2 units, and it says for $1,500 each. So note that we're not using that $1,500 or $15,000 here, because that's the selling price. So we would use that to figure out our sales revenue. So we had 2 units sold for $15,000 each. So our sales revenue is equal to $30,000. So you need to be careful of that. If it tells you what it was sold for, we don't care right now unless we're asked what the revenue is. For Chapter 6, our focus is on cost of inventory. So that will be what's in the inventory and what's in cost of goods sold. Okay, so that is a look at specific unit. In the next video, we will go through the more complicated and look at FIFO and weighted average cost. Now, just to note quickly, in the video, I'm using this question BE 6.6, which is from another textbook, so you won't have that in your actual textbook for our course, so you need to use this slide. And you will also want to print out these templates. So I posted them with the video material, with the PowerPoint. You'll want to print one for weighted average cost and one for FIFO so that you can complete them on paper when you do this question.